Hi everyone again. Welcome back to our faytech studios. Our next guest in our series of I'm calling it the many faces of faytech is David, our director of purchasing. So welcome, David.
Welcome.
Great. No, I welcome you. And you just say thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
I'm very happy to welcome David here. David joined the faytech team last year. It's been about a year, right?
Yeah, over a year.
It's been about 1 year since you joined.
Yes.
And so I just explained very quickly the reasoning for our interviews, and this series of interviews is called The Many Faces of Faytech. It's so that, as an international company, we have a chance to let our customers throughout China, but as well as the rest of the world, kind of get to know us, because many of them will never have a chance to come visit us. So you are, as I said in the introduction, David is the director of purchasing, which is very important to our company. We at faytech have a vast network of vendors, and David is in charge of managing that. So David, my first question to you is just, how did you come to faytech? What did you do before? Where do you come from? A little bit of your personal background for our viewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
that's
problem.
it. Yeah. And if you want to speak Chinese, go ahead. I'll translate. We'll do some subtitles underneath, because we're doing English and Chinese subtitles. 中文字体也会有。
Okay.
So 如果你也想用中文，或是 you want to speak English, 什么都可以。
Oh, no problem.
Okay. So
Okay.
up to you now.
Okay, so just brief myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I come into here, I worked in a USA company, also produced in medium and small size LCD module. Yeah. So I'm very interested in the LCD industry. So when I see faytech also produce such problem, I'm very interested, and I know faytech is a worldwide company, very specialized in touch display. So I think this is a good chance for me to develop my capability and see and open my mind to get more development.
Okay, so you mentioned before your previous company was an American company.
Yes.
And faytech is primarily a German company. I mean, we do have offices in the US and Japan, Korea, India. We're opening in Brazil and South Africa. But what I'm interested in is, you tell me, what do you find are the differences in working for an American company versus a German company? Is there any difference that you notice? Any difference?
Any difference?
Any difference?
Maybe I think maybe the boss is different.
The boss is different.
Yeah, the boss working style.
Okay. Yeah. So the last company you came from was also like a kind of a self-started entrepreneurial company with a single very strong leader, kind of like Arne is for us. So he was American.
He was born in Japanese, but later he studied in the USA. Then coming then to be a USA person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So then again, I mean that would probably even be a greater difference between a Japanese work style or a Japanese American work style and a German work style.
Yes.
So what do you think? What do you think is the difference then between faytech and your last company? Can you tell me the difference in the work style or how we are? How do we compare, I guess?
I think faytech is more, how to say, we have one center in office center in Shenzhen and two office in two factories in Huizhou and Suining.
Right.
And our headquarters in Germany. And also we have R&D in there. So we have all international, worldwide eyesight. But in before, we just headquartered in USA, but no all other centralized in Zhuhai.
I get it.
So R&D.
So it was so all the manufacturing and R&D and operations were in China,
manufacturing
and
also
the sales and everything was in the United States. So it was really it was really a company driven by the American market.
Yes.
I see. And I also assume that it was a bit more of a mass market company, whereas faytech is more more industrial, what I would say industrial, commercial, professional kind of projects.
Yes.
So do you find then that the caliber of client that faytech has, or the style of customer that faytech has, is kind of a more demanding, looking for a different type of product than your last company?
Yes. You know, faytech is to do a finished product. Before my previous company is to just do module.
Okay.
Yeah. In faytech we have deal with many range of products used in all different cans.
So from your previous position to now, you're starting to deal with a lot more vendors than in the past.
Yes.
So it must have been quite an adjustment for you to come here and suddenly have because we work at a very fast pace, as well as having so many different vendors.
Yes.
That must be a challenge for you.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to ask you next is, based on that, at faytech here in our offices in China, we've got our general manager Harrison is from Korea. I'm Canadian. Arne is German. You're Chinese. I mean, what do you think about this multicultural, right? This multicultural company? What do you think it's an advantage for us or a disadvantage?
Yeah, this is an advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I very like it. You know, different culture have different background. Then we can how to say share a different culture and
the best. We can take the best of all worlds.
Yes.
The best of each.
Yes.
To make something even better.
It more difficult to become an international company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So now, what I would then ask is maybe to get into your work details a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. I mean, what does as the director of purchasing, what is your responsibility, your normal day-to-day responsibilities in the company?
Our department job is to make sure our delivery is on time and provide the competitive price. So it's job to make our development run smoothly and provide good service to our sales. Yes.
He's laughing because I'm the sales and I'm always knocking on his door and asking for things. So, yes, I get you, David. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to ask you then the next set of questions, or the last set of questions that I'm going to have, really revolve around now that you've been in your position for about a year or so. What do you see as the biggest challenges you have now, and how do you plan to fix them? And what is your plan for the future as director of purchasing here?
First, our company is a developing fast company, and it has an international worldwide site. So for me, we must catch up our company's foot to develop different technologies supplier to give our company more enough support. Meanwhile, the market is competitive, so we must introduce more good supplier to get a cheaper price and good quality and short delivery schedule. So it is a tough task for me to do, but I think we must do it.
Well, judging from the time I see you leaving the office late at night, I think you're working very hard. So then the last question that I'm going to have for you is now after a year or so and with the different, you mentioned the R&D, supporting R&D as well as sales, but so you know the products that we're working on. Which for you is the most exciting product or project that faytech is working on?
Work on IA product.
Oh, the AI.
Yeah, yes. It is a good trainer and a smart product.
So you're talking about what David's referring to, I think, is the camera rail.
Yes,
which we're launching this year.
Yes.
Which is an AI camera tool I think it's going to be very useful in retail. I think it's very useful in manufacturing for monitoring productivity. Again, I mentioned retail to begin with. That would be for monitoring retail customer behavior. We're actually currently interested in working with software partners who may be looking for a product such as camera rail, where we would be able to partner up with them and provide the hardware and a software solution to various markets. So we're going to have another video. Arne, Arne and I like to do these videos, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy because this interview is a series of interviews is my first time to be doing the videos all on my own, right? Yeah. So I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm kind of enjoying the oxygen. But we definitely, Arne and I will be doing a YouTube video to promote the camera rail. So everyone, please stay tuned for that. Having said that, David, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching. And stay tuned for the next in our series of videos.